Tangy Vinegar Coleslaw. If you guys are looking for an outstanding side dish to bring to your next backyard barbecue or your next party, you really cannot go wrong with an awesome coleslaw recipe. This is not your typical coleslaw that's made with lots of mayo, creamy mayo. This is a mayo-free coleslaw that actually focuses on this outstanding tanginess with a nice level of spiciness, and it's nice and crunchy, so it's just perfect for any kind of grilled meats, backyard barbecue. Awesome side dish. We love this so much, so let me show you how to make it. All right, the first thing you want to do is get yourself a nice, crunchy green head of cabbage. And you can use red cabbage as well, but really green cabbage is much more traditional. And you can either shred it or you can finely chop it. So I'm going to go ahead and chop it. It's a little bit easier to do. Very simple. Just kind of start chopping through. And I'm going to get some nice real thin cuts here. So this is about the consistency that you want. You want it to be nicely thin, very thin slices, and it becomes just nice and crunchy. Get that awesome crunch factor in your coleslaw. But if you want it a little bit finer, just go ahead and give it a few more chops, pretty much however you want it to be. And then really it's going to go into your bowl. Right here, like so. And we're going to use the whole head of cabbage for this particular recipe. So go ahead and finish up your cabbage. All right, cabbage is all nicely chopped up. And into the bowl it goes. So, yeah, look at that, my friends. Nice, crunchy cabbage. Looks amazing. It's going to be some great coleslaw. Next, we have a firm red bell pepper. And you can use other peppers. You can use green peppers, a mix of green and red, even jalapenos and hotter peppers if you want to, my chili head friends. But bell pepper is pretty traditional, big flavor, and just love it. So, going to go ahead and chop it. You can shred it as well, but I usually find it easier just to get a nice, thin chopping on it. Remove some of these innards here. And go ahead and get yourself a nice chop. Get it very nicely thin, nice and thin. All right, finish up our bell pepper here. And, making a mess once again. And into our bowl we go with our delicious bell pepper. And next we have some red onion, and you can use a small red onion's fine, or I'm using just a part of a large red onion because I'm using lots of red onion for other stuff. So just the same thing, just go ahead and slice it very thin, and you can also shred it if you want to, but I usually like it nice and thinly sliced. All right, just gonna give this just a little bit of extra chopping, and then into the bowl it goes, right here, like so. Lots of crunchy deliciousness here. I love red onion. Oh, man. And you can use more if you want to. A lot of this is more to taste. So, again, if you want more bell pepper, more jalapeno, more red onion, go for it. Love it. And last but not least, I have a peeled, good-sized large carrot. And for this one, you could chop it as well, but I'm going to go ahead and shred this one with my handy shredder. Real easy. You just kind of want to, I kind of like mine a little bit more shredded with the carrot. And shouldn't take long at all. Get it shredded down here. All right, finish up your carrot, and if you can avoid it, try not to make a big mess in the kitchen. Unlike me, for some reason I'm quite messy in the kitchen. So for the carrot, into the bowl it goes, just like so. And look at all these beautiful, vibrant colors. Oh man, this is going to be some amazing coleslaw. Check it out, guys. It's got some crunchy awesomeness right here, all those vibrant colors. It's going to be super delicious. All right, next we're going to make our tangy vinaigrette, and I have a lot of ingredients in here. I love the balance of flavors with it. It's just outstanding for this particular recipe. So the first thing we have here is about 1/3 cup of a good quality olive oil, and use your favorite that tastes really good to you, and it'll just make it that much better. And I have 1/3 cup of apple cider vinegar, and you can use other vinegars, but apple cider vinegar has a real nice tangy quality to it that is, boom, outstanding for this. And I have a couple tablespoons of honey for a sweetness, little addition. And maybe you can use a little bit of brown sugar or agave nectar. I just love honey. It's so good. Even a pinch of sugar is good. And I have a couple tablespoons of a spicy brown mustard, and that's going to add a little bit extra of that tanginess and just outstanding flavor. Along with about a tablespoon of some dried mustard. Very, very tasty. And I have some dried basil, about a tablespoon. Fresh is good too. And a teaspoon of celery seed. Pop it in. And for me, a little bit of the extra zing, I've got some red chili flake. And you can omit this if you want to keep it a little bit tamer, not quite as spicy, but you know, for me, everything's got to be a little extra spicy. You can use cayenne as well, or even more to taste. So everything is to taste, my friends. And salt and pepper to your taste. Just pop it right in. And we just whisk it together. It's going to thicken up a bit and get emulsified. The oil and vinegar really mixed together. And just make sure you get a good vigorous whisk, like so. But of course, don't make a mess like I do. And I just did. All right, that is it. Vinaigrette is done. And the last step that we need to do here is just put it together. So let me grab a bigger bowl. All right, got myself a big bowl. If you're making a batch like this, you'll want to get yourself a much larger bowl. So we're just going to drop this right in. And so I'm going to mix this up a little bit first. Get a good sort of combine everything a little bit more evenly distributed. Oh yeah, look at all those awesome colors. This is, man, you can just looks gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, and for the vinaigrette, just pour it right in. All right, just mix it up, guys. You want to get everything as nicely coated evenly as you can, and that only takes a few tosses here. I'll toss it for a little while. Got it all mixed together. So now back into the serving bowl. This vinegar coleslaw will go, just like so. And of course, I'm going to miss and make a mess. Per usual. Just can't help myself. Boom, there you go, serving. I've got our delicious tangy vinegar coleslaw. This stuff is so delicious, I'm telling you. At this point, you can serve it right now. Just bring it to your party or out to the family. What I really like to do is cover it and refrigerate it for a good hour, and that kind of lets the flavors mingle and develop a little bit more. And then you've just got one of the most amazing side dishes that you can have for backyard barbecues and all sorts of other delicious meals. If you want to adjust the heat factor on this, as I mentioned, you can use some spicier peppers, you can use some extra chili flake or spicy seasoning, or feel free to incorporate some hot sauce. This is already a very tangy coleslaw. And again, no mayo, but you can add your favorite sort of tangy Louisiana-style hot sauce, and that'll add even more zip to the overall flavor. So that's how you make a tangy vinegar coleslaw. It's one of the best side dishes you can bring to a barbecue or a party, but it's also outstanding on a pulled pork sandwich. Just put a few scoops onto that, and boom, crunch factor, awesome flavor, great combination. So if you guys are looking for another great side dish idea to bring to a party or for a backyard barbecue, I have a great cowboy beans recipe that I'd love for you to check out. It's really huge on flavor. It's one of our favorites. I'll cue that up after, play it on here on the channel. Yeah, I hope you guys will subscribe. I'd love to see you, cook with you guys again in the kitchen. Thanks for cooking with me today. New video every Friday, so be sure to check us out. And that's it. Mike from Chili Pepper Madness. I'll see you next time. Bye.